I'm just gonna charge you $2, you know, because you came for the Moscato.
Absolutely. Okay.
For $34.99.
$34.99. Got it. Coming around.
Thank you, brother.
No problem. Thank you. You already know. What's going on, man? All right, all right. If I knew he was coming around, I would have left the door for you.
He's doing his job, man. You gotta be by doing some commission, man. He's not doing your job, man. You hear me, young blood?
Not funny, man.
Bro, tomorrow's not promised, man. That's fucking around sometimes.
Of course, all the time. All the time.
Can you see how we fucking hit that off with you?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a fucking ghost. Decline.
Yeah, got to.
Decline?
Decline?
Yeah. Maybe you have
that card. No, it shouldn't decline. Oh, you know what? I know why. 1 second. What's the total? I gotta send it to my other card. 35. 35. Boom. I saved money everywhere, so I had to move it around real quick.
Smart guy, man.
Got to.
When I see you get you jump on the fucking truck down up there, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you didn't know our truck drive? Yeah.
Shut out of me.
Yeah.
I almost passed.
I lift refrigerators for a living. I lift refrigerators, and you'll be surprised. They be like, "Dang, your little bit doing that?" Yeah.
Oh, you good, brother.
Yeah. That's why I said if y'all need help up here, tell me. Not come up here and I'll help y'all out.
You drink, brother. You know, I don't wanna because you drink. I don't hire anybody to drink or smoke, brother. You know, I be honest with you.
Understood.
You know,
So that's good too.
You'll be surprised.
I don't do that. See, look, that's the thing. When I got a job, I don't drink when I got a job.
They promise me.
Yeah.
For the
So,
best 40,
yeah.
fire.
So guess what? Like I have other things that I do like on the side. Like I do music and stuff. I'm actually about to get ready to go live on YouTube in a second. So this is my downtime, you know, but at the same time a job. So
$20, brother.
I got you.
Tell me 20.
I'm just logging in real quick.
Here you go, brother.
Oh, thank you, brother.
No, that's him.
I was gonna say that's me. You know, I'm gonna take it.
It's not active, brother. My guy, it's not active. What? Book is not active.
It just timed out. I'm sorry. I'm not getting no service.
No, because that's why because you're in the mission. You see, he's not done. You
about to get on my nerve.
You be at work probably by the time he's done. That's my ukpa. But I'm sharp.
Thank you.
What's good, y'all? We about to tap into the live. We about to get everything cracking. My boy Teewade, y'all already see what's going on. He jumped in the live in the midst of him at the stove, getting ready for the live, getting ready to do the family thing, all that other good stuff. So right now we just about to tap in, probably play a little bit of music or something, let the live get popping. Everybody who in here, drop YSG in the comments if y'all tap it in and y'all can hear us. We about to get this thing popping. Y'all see the title. We about to talk music, life, everything under the sun pretty much. We got a few topics that we definitely gonna tap into. We got a few things we gonna tap into as well because it been a lot of things in the media, a lot of things in social media going on that we gotta tap into. You know, it ain't gonna always just be about the music. It's 85% gonna be about the music, but a lot of the stuff that we gonna have going on is just gonna be giving out general information, keeping up on trends and things of that nature. So tap in, rock with us, lock in, and enjoy the show. We waiting on the live to get popping. So everybody that's just tapping in, just keep on tapping in, share the stream, like, subscribe, so we can get up in that algorithm. We can get some more people up in here. But at the end of the day, we not worried about all that. We doing it because this is something we like to do. As y'all can see, we just been going live, We had about like maybe like 300 some subscribers. You know what I mean? Fairly new. We fairly new to this, so just rock with us and just watch our journey. You know, we trying to be the fastest growing YouTube page, and we just about to lock in and do what we do. Do what we trying to do.
Absolutely. You said it the best, brother.
Hell yeah. So like I said, we do got a few topics we gonna tap into. This may not be that long of a live, but it's gonna be entertaining for damn sure.
Of course. And you know what? One thing I can say is that, the past few lives we have been rocking out on them boys. Rocking out. So let's just say it like this. You can't be mad if it's 30-minute video. You know what I'm saying? Look
Yeah,
at all the
yeah.
others. You know what I
I mean,
mean?
cause we did a 3 hour boy the other day.
Yeah.
Then we did an hour and some change boy last night. Then my boy Teewade, he was actually live on Twitch, so I tapped into that live earlier. He was on there for about an hour and some change. So we busy. You know what I mean? We
Yes.
definitely busy. And make sure y'all follow and make sure y'all run him up on Twitch, Teewade 216.
Thank you, brother.
T word. I want to say it's Teewade underscore 216.
No, but it's you said it right first.
Okay,
T-Wade
T Wade
216.
216. All right, my bad, y'all. T
Now you
Wade
want to find me on
216.
Instagram? You want to find me on Instagram? Hit me up on IG at T-Way underscore 216. Twitch is just T-Way 216. IG is underscore 216.
Yeah, make sure y'all run him up,
Food
get him
for
up in that
thought.
algorithm. Definitely run him up, get him up in that algorithm. Eventually, as we go live more, I will start being able to put all the links in the descriptions and do all that good stuff. You know, right now, like I said, we're a fairly new channel and we trying to figure it all out on the fly. So thank y'all for rocking with us and having patience with us and continue to go on this journey with us because we trying to do something big with this channel. It ain't even about money or nothing like that. We doing this for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see, we don't got many subscribers,
Yeah.
but we are being consistent. We doing it because I mean, shit, this is something we do anyway.
We
I'm a
love doing it too. That's the one thing. You got to be passionate about it. This is something we love doing. It's
exactly,
nothing to it. It's easy to us. That's when you in your right lane, when it just feels like it's just right. It's there. That's something you want to do.
exactly. And like I said, this is something that we do anyway. You know what I'm saying? When I
Absolutely.
when I call my homeboy, I usually FaceTime him. You know what I'm saying? We FaceTime each other, like me and all our homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's rare
Yeah.
that we do like a call without the. If a nigga do a call without the camera, we be like everything good. You know everything all right. You know that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like because we know how we rock. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what you call that? That's telekinesis. Without you even knowing, when there's something going on with your partner. You know what
Yup.
I'm saying? No diddy, but y'all know what I mean. By just having a partnership with other people. You know what I mean? Once you be around them so long, you know them like the back of your own damn nutsack. No diddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure. And if y'all see me turn my camera off, it's because I'm getting my 420 on. My boy hit me on and said that I can't be doing the live just like I'm just chilling at the house if I want the channel to at least stay on the air long enough to not get us fucking copyrighted.
You know what I'm glad I
So
said? I'm glad you said that because maybe I need to do that on Twitch too because I'm doing both. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, man. You know what? That might
yeah,
be something too. So I don't know,
yeah.
man.
And I
I'm
mean
gonna have to
we
smack
got
the
our
camera
picture.
down or something.
Yeah, we got our picture up, so you know what I'm saying you can see who talking because they bubble gonna light up or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. So we gonna keep it respectable. We gonna follow YouTube guidelines. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna rock like that. You know what I'm saying? But I will turn my camera off when I'm done getting my 420 on. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
They know what it is, man. They we all like to smell the flowers, man.
Right.
I
You know what I'm
wake
saying?
up and smell the roses, man.
Man, as a matter of fact, drop some flowers in the chat if you 420 friendly. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
drop some fire emojis, some tree emojis, some
You
some
know what I'm
roses, some
saying?
flowers.
Let
We
me
like
see a bouquet. I need to
we
see a bouquet in the
right. I
comments.
like all the flowers. I like the way all of them
Man,
smell. You know what I mean?
man. Oh my goodness.
Especially the big bouquets, like T
Man,
Wade just said. I need a bouquet.
I need a bouquet, man. We ain't out here driving Miss Daisy. But
Hmm.
but you know,
Right. See, this ain't even. I gotta tighten up.
man, for real. That's okay. We're gonna leave them blown away like dandelions.
Hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
and
saying?
speaking of that, that's one thing. One of the topics I did want to touch on because it's been a lot of um, it's been a lot of talk ever since things got legalized. Ever since God's plan got legalized, it been a lot of talk about it, and a lot of people are having mixed feelings about it. It's a lot of people that's happy that people can get their 420 on, and it's a lot of people that's upset. So I wanna hear what you think because I know me personally, T Wade, I feel like it was a good thing because everybody don't use it to to get high. Everybody not using it for some kind of psychedelic effects.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
some people
That's
who
true.
just it's some people who's actually using it for medicinal purposes. So I'm
Yeah.
I'm all for it. And I think they should keep on loosening up the laws on it. You know what I'm saying as
Yeah.
well. So how you
Um,
how you feel about it?
I feel like well, for starters, I am one of the ones that use it for not recreational, for pain reasons. Like, I'm getting a little bit older. I got a little trouble on my knee, and it does help me where, like I don't feel it like that. I don't smoke to get high. I smoke just to, sometimes that little pain reliever. I only got to hit my burner a couple of times and I'm straight. My flowers do me good. So, it is a good thing. I do like that they found a way to make it legalized, showing the benefits more than the cons of it. You know, of course, one of the cons to it would be is smoking. You know what I mean? But there's so many pros to it. It can help epilepsy. It can help pain. Like, it could take a person that has ADHD and calm them down. You know, but as long as it's getting done the proper way, I'm not saying go out here and abuse it. You know what I'm saying? You just going out here to any random person that you could find those flowers at, and doing
Hmm.
that. Nah, so. So I feel like it's a good thing, honestly, that they did it like that. When I was growing up, I looked at it like it was like weed was like crack. You know what I mean? To me, in my eyes, it was like, it was a drug. You know what I mean? I was taught about
Right.
drugs, so I always taught it was, looked at it like that. And then when I got older, found out that you could grow this shit.
Hmm.
And
It
then
was
my
over
eyes
with.
started opening. Like, hold on, man, this ain't a drug; it's a plant. All they do
Right.
is burn it. Like, come on, man.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, so I started getting a different conception about marijuana or flowers per se. We're trying to be friendly a little bit.
Right.
So no, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I would take somebody smoking some flowers over drinking an
Yeah.
alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, I agree. I always tell people, like, because people will ask, like, if you had to choose, because I do both. I smoke and I drink, I'm gonna be honest about it. I'm a grown man. And
Hmm.
people ask me, like, if you had to choose, which one would you choose? I'm like, I'm choosing my smoke any day.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, if I had to
I
choose,
know
it's
it
definitely that.
has less side effects as drinking do. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
I can smoke 6 blunts and still get behind the wheel of a car. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying I do that, and I'm not encouraging anybody to do that. I smoke at home, I'll be chilling. You know what I mean? But I know I can't drink six shots of tequila and get behind the
Two
wheel of a
shots
car.
of vodka.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
You
So
know.
yeah, I definitely agree. And I know, and like I was reading up this one thing where I guess they was saying I don't know if the bill got passed, but I know um they was trying to initiate a bill about about the growing thing. They was trying to legalize. They was trying to figure out how much they gonna let you grow and all
Mhm.
that. So they got most of that figured out. But then they started trying to pass another legislature to where it would reduce like the maximum amount of THC that we can get from like the certain little extracts and shit like that. So instead of
Yeah.
being able to get the 90%, they would only be able to sell 70%.
Ah.
So that basically would
Oh.
limit the amount that they can put into the edibles.
Okay.
And then they was reducing at first they said they was gonna allow us to have 12 plants per home,
Mm-hmm. I
which
remember
basically
that.
yeah, so that basically means you could have like 2 adults and each adult could have 6 plants. So the legislature they were trying to pass would lower that down to 6. So I mean, we would only be able to grow like if you and your girl wanted to grow plants, she would only be able to grow 3, and you would be able to grow 3.
Mm.
So I
Yeah,
thought
so
that
they're
was
definitely trying to
I thought that was kind of
invest.
shitty. I think they trying to basically limit the amount that we can grow, just so we have to always still go to the dispensaries.
That too. Yeah, and then you got to think that they don't want to start making drug dealers as well. Think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, legal drug dealers, because now you can
Yeah,
legally
legal.
grow it.
Legal.
So you'll
Yeah.
fuck around and you growing some good bag. You get you know what I'm saying, you get your shit going to where you pulling in a couple pounds every 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, now you supplying the dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? You get something going
Yeah.
with them. Like they don't
Yeah.
like that shit. They want because they like, nah, nigga, y'all niggas ain't about to cut us out.
Not at all. They don't
We
like
want
that.
y'all niggas. We want y'all niggas buying from government approved sources.
Yeah. That was definitely one of their goals too, as well. Um, and that was it was a problem. The issue was that they didn't know how to tax it. That was why it was illegal. They knew about the benefits of what trees can do. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
knew exactly
absolutely.
all the benefits, but they did not know how to tax it at all. Once they started figuring out that they can add this certain additive to it, this and that and the third, see, they start playing with it at the same time. So you do also have to be careful with dispensaries you go to. You have to
Yes,
be careful
sir.
with, you got to see that, you got to look at that because now they're putting additives inside of it, and it's like almost like they spray the plants. You know what I mean, with certain chemicals that that doesn't even need it. You know what I
Right,
mean? It doesn't
right.
even need it. They're
Yeah,
putting that in there for their stuff.
yeah.
It
And
could
it's
it
actually
could be nicotine. Who knows what they're spraying? I don't know what they spraying. I'm just being honest right now. I haven't done that much research, but I know they
yeah.
can spray them boys.
And
I know
I
if
know
it's
what they
FDA approved, it's something.
right. And I feel like what they're doing is they're to keep up with the consumption, they're growing it faster. So in order to grow it faster, you have to feed it more chemicals. But the one thing they don't know, well, the one thing they do know, but a lot of people don't know, is that weed is a very absorbent plant. So whatever the real growers know what I'm talking about. The real growers in the chat know what I'm talking about. When you start harvesting your bud, most growers they stop feeding their plants those nutrients and they do what's called a water flush. And
Hmm.
they just feed their plant straight water so it can flush all the nutrients out that they was putting into the plant to make it grow faster. but
Mhm.
they also limit the amount of nutrients that they're putting in the plant feed so the plant don't have to take too much nutrient shock. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So now when they harvest a bud, by time it's curing and drying and doing all what it need to do to actually be ready to, consume,
Mhm.
it's top flight. All the chemicals that been pushed out. But see, these people, they trying to rush the process so much that they don't give a damn about flushing it and all that. They like, nigga, how can we get this shit to start budding the fastest? Okay,
Yeah.
more chemicals? Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then
Not thinking about the effects of it though.
they not thinking about the effects of it. All they thinking about is, okay, all I gotta do is, okay, how can we grow a strain that look real purple and red and they gonna make the shit look pretty. It's gonna be purple and frosty and all that good shit. But
Mhm.
like, come on now, some of that shit be additives too.
Yeah.
They're they're dipping it in like basically in like some dusty THC dust so it smell more potent, it look more potent. When you light it, it might smell a little bit more potent, but when you hit that motherfucker, you like, oh shit, what the fuck?
No, for real.
Great bud not supposed to have you coughing up a lung. I'm not gonna lie. Good weed not supposed to have you coughing up a lung.
I don't think so. I mean, it not as long as some of it do.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I'm,
know.
I'm, I'm talking about, yeah, you gonna cough, but I'm talking about like that real harsh cough where it's like
Yeah.
after you done coughing, your throat hurt.
Yeah. Something is in there.
Yeah, that's something in there. That's some shit in there that ain't supposed to be going
And
down
what
your
he say?
motherfucking lungs.
Oh, well, why is it sparkling?
Right. Real.
I can understand why they call that a couch. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want no sparklers, man. Fuck all that. Just give me some
I,
regular weed.
I don't need no cryptic kind of like, bro. I'm cool on that.
Man.
Nigga said,
And
nigga
and
said, man, what?
and that's a, and it's about to be a crazy segue, but it makes sense. Speaking of sparklers, you know what I'm saying? The 4th of July is around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like I know everybody about to be getting their fireworks and barbecuing and all that. Dum 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 dum. Do you go in on the fireworks? You get big shit, or you just get little small shit for the kids, little sparklers, little wolf packs.
That's a good question right there. What I do is kind of both. But it's like a love-hate relationship with that as well. It's more like me being older, I'm like, I don't like buying fireworks because I don't like blowing up my money. If you get what I mean, it's
Right,
like
right,
dollars just boom, $80 just exploding in your face. Like
right.
I look at it like that. But when I do it and I'm into that mode, I get sparklers. I make sure I get like the little what's the little colorful things? This little smoke balls and
Yeah,
stuff, or the little poppers that they could throw and
right.
stuff.
The
I
little
do that for the
snakes,
kids. Yeah.
the stuff you can basically buy at like the corner store or the
Yeah.
gas station.
Yeah. So I mean, I do buy like when I buy the big stuff, I don't get much of it. You know what I mean? I get enough. I get enough to make a decent show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way. Some that's only probably about 30 feet off the ground, and then some that's out there. You know what I mean? So I do it like that, man. But I try not to go so far. Look, I done had a mishap in my life before, man. Look, trust me. So I don't really mess with it, man. I can share that with live real quick. Long story short, this is 4th of July. I can say I think this was 5 years ago, about 5 years ago. So we're in my parents' backyard, and I bought up some stuff. My father bought some stuff. So
Okay.
we gonna blow some stuff up today. So we are also very cautious on like when we're doing them. We wanted to do them in the backyard, and then we also looked at the front, and we got a lot of trees around, but there are openings where we can still get them off safely. So we're like, okay, well, it look like this opening in the backyard. We don't have too much stuff that go far up. The big stuff we're gonna keep for the front yard where we have that wide opening. So It was one where we like, okay, we know this one go higher than 30 feet, you know what I mean? But we could go ahead and use this one. We not on probably about 10 minutes into just starting off once it get dark. So we in the backyard, all family is outside. We are probably about 40 deep in the backyard, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my cousin, she was like, all right, can we do this one? Okay, yeah. So she went to go sit it down in the same spot. Like I said, we're very cautious. But the one thing that she didn't do was peel the tape off of the fuse. Okay.
Mm.
So when she lit it, and this was a big boy, she lit it, and when the wick went, it went, and then as soon as it was starting, like you hear that noise when it's about to get ready to start, like you get that little noise.
Mm-hmm.
It tipped over. Next
Mm.
thing you know, the whole backyard is looking like a fireworks show. My children were back there. Everyone's back there. Everyone was panicking. Shit is blowing up in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. I had to rush get my kids out. I ran into the garage with my father. One went under the car, explode. We thinking the car gonna explode. It was crazy.
Mm.
It was wild. And this was when our man, rest in paradise, Poppy. But this one, Poppy was still alive.
Rest in peace, Poppy.
You know what I mean? And he was there. Man, look, when they went off like that, he was sitting in the chair next to the garage. He tilted over and just went in straight in fetal position, man. Oh my goodness. It was
Hell
looking,
no.
now we can laugh about it now because no one got harmed really. The most that happened was that everybody ears was ringing for like an hour. Like it was hard to hear. It was that bad. But nobody got hurt, so that was a great thing. But yeah, that's my fireworks story.
Right, right. Like, yeah, I'm pretty much the same as you. Like here and there, I may get some, I may get some big stuff, but for the most part, I really don't like seeing that money just, what I'm saying, go down the drain.
Yeah.
So, but I will get like some little sparklers, some little snakes, some little smoke bombs, some stuff for the kids that they can see some color, see some sparkles. I mean, 9 times out of 10, the neighborhood I live in, it's gonna be somebody on my street doing the big shit.
Hmm.
So I'm like, hey, we just gonna watch they shit from a
And I
safe
already
distance.
know. So we
From a
was
safe
so we
distance.
was watching the same fireworks, bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what fireworks I'm talking about because we watching the same ones.
Hell yeah, that shit get wild. And I,
Yes, sir.
but like one of my favorite things about like those kind of holidays is like the foods and shit.
Yeah.
Like um like drop in the chat what kind of foods y'all do, cause nigga, Juice Teller and Teewade might have to pull up for a plate or something.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I pay for it too. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
If it's
yeah,
good enough,
hell
if
yeah.
it's good enough, I feel like I got a 20 for that boy right
Right,
now.
right.
You can
Eh,
have two items on it, but it better be bussing.
for real, for real. Cause I know everybody gonna do they corn on the cob, they hamburgers, ribs, baked beans. Like one of my favorite, like what's your favorite thing? I know one of my favorite things on like the holidays, like the Fourth of July and like Labor Day and shit like that. Like, man, if somebody can do them ribs right, oh my
Yeah,
God, man.
yeah,
Like it got. I mean, I don't have a preference. I mean, I do have a preference. I like the beef ribs a little bit more because I feel like it's more meat on them. But
hmm
it's certain people that know how to do them pork ribs the right
You
way.
are
I ain't gonna
absolutely
lie.
right. You're
Your
absolutely
pops, your
right.
pops, hey, that man, he
Shout out
be
to Pops.
man.
Shout out to
Shout out
Pops.
pops.
I'm gonna make
Shout
sure you
out.
get this video too. You go see this, okay? Because we talk about you. And a matter of fact, while we talking about this, probably about an hour and a half ago, my mom calls my phone and she hit me with this question: Who make better macaroni, me or your dad? And I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry right now. Dad got it. And she was like, and she started going so crazy. Like, and he in the background, like, yeah, like I said, yo, damn macaroni. You know how pops can get.
All right, you know
You
how
know
he
how he
is.
could get, you know what I'm saying? So he doing his little jokey jokes about it. So, you know, it's just so it's good like that. But one thing I do like, man, Mom Dukes be throwing down. Shouts out to Mom too. Shouts out, Mommy. I don't want you to look
Oh
at this
yeah,
video and be thinking I'm
Mama
blowing
T.
down. I'm not out here blowing down on you, Mommy. Your macaroni is fine. You need to do one of these.
Mm-mm. Hey, no, hey, you know what? See, he could have even been like, all right, cool. Well, my macaroni cool, but nigga, she might got you on everything else.
Yeah.
But I ain't tasted all pop stuff, so I can't say that. But I
Hey,
know
look.
I've tasted a few of Mama T things, and it's
Wait until you hear this shit. Wait
if
until,
when you eat that Sunday dinner, man, you better be ready for a nap. You
man.
better be
Look.
ready to take a
Let me
little
see.
nap before you go home. You know what
When
I'm
it come
saying?
to my mom versus dad, my mom versus dad. When it comes to the cooking, my mom throws down in the kitchen. I hand it to her. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
But as you get older and stuff, you can't put so many seasonings and stuff like that. You go to your doctor's appointment. You want to be healthy, so she does make sure that she does her food like that now. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
so it's not that she can't cook right now. She just
Yeah.
she does it differently because of those things.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
That
that's
that
the
makes
big
sense
thing.
too.
So can't be mad at that. So I'm saying, I'm saying it jokingly while I was just said that story, but that's honestly the God honest truth. When you get older, you can't put too much salt in your stuff. You know what I mean? You can't season it all the way up like that. You gotta at least get some type of, health out of it. A lot of that salt and pepper and all that stuff take away the nutrients that's inside of the food. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's it. That's just heads up. But back to this mom and dad thing, right? Mom, she throws down, man. I'm talking about from stuffed shells to stuffed bell peppers, and man, you ever tried my mom dip? Oh my God, man. Oh my goodness. Now, Dad, on the other hand, he's great with sauces. He can make any kind of sauce that you want. You want that shit spicy? He makes his own sauce. He's a griller. He likes to grill. He's better on the grill to me. You know what I mean? He throws down on that grill. And then with that sauce at the same time, he'll be on the grill but going in the kitchen, making his sauce, boiling and all his ingredients up. And then once it get done and you throw them on them
Mm-hmm.
ribs, oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness. Come on, man. It's like Joe's barbecue foot massage, man. I'm telling you, man.
Mm.
Mm, yeah.
And yeah, that's no. I've had a lot of your. I had a few dishes from your mom. I think I did taste your dad's macaroni.
hmm
Like I think it might have been like one Thanksgiving or something like that.
Yeah, I do remember him doing something Thanksgiving. He did some macaroni. And he
Yeah,
also put his fingers inside the stuffing. So, you know,
yeah,
I'm the baker on Thanksgiving. I do the sweet potato pies all the time. My grandmother taught me a recipe, so the family hit me up and be like, "You're making the pies." You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Right, right. Drop what y'all cook in the chat. Do you cook the whole dinner, or are you one of the people that go to your granny house or your people house, and they just tell you to bring that dish that you cook? Hey, don't bring nothing else. Bring that one dish you cook, cause they not saying they don't like your cooking, but you got that one dish that they really mess with, and they like, hey, you
hmm
coming over here to eat? You better bring them green beans with you. I don't know
You
what
got
you be doing
damn
in them motherfuckers, but hey, bring them with you.
right. You better say that shit, brother. My phone just fell and everything. I didn't even touch it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
check. I see my stuff moving around.
No, you good. But you did touch on something that I another topic that I wanted to and see that's how we always talk though, because one of us gonna tap on something that that we was gonna talk about anyway. Cause when you was talking about
Yeah.
how your mother used a little bit less seasonings now because of health
hmm
reasons. And that was another thing that I wanted to bring up is just, in general, us being more healthy as people. I'm not the healthiest person, but I feel like eventually we gonna have thousands, hundreds, I mean, maybe hundreds, start off with hundreds, thousands, then millions of people watching us. So I always want to have some kind of good message in our content. So everybody out there, please try to be a little bit health conscious, because we only get one body. Excuse me. We only
You
get
right
one
about
body.
that.
We gotta treat this thing good. Especially when you smoke and you drink, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with how you turn up and what you do. It's how you do it. I feel like if you if you the type of person who drink a lot, then you may need to just drink more water, do a little bit more exercising so you can sweat out some of the toxins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't necessarily saying, hey, you got to stop turning up on the
No,
weekend
don't
with the
go cold.
homies and with
No,
the
it's not
girls.
healthy to go cold turkey. And not to cut you off, brother, but it's never healthy to just go cold turkey. And especially if it's something that you do on a day-to-day basis. That
Yeah,
will mess your body up so bad.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like doctors, but that's one thing I know for a fact when I go to my doctor, that is something, so you edge yourself off. You know what I mean? Yes, drink a
Hmm.
little bit more water or something like that. Try to switch up your, go less and less.
Yeah,
You know what I
change it up.
mean?
Hmm.
That's all you got to do. And that's how you do it. Not going cold turkey. You don't need no nicotine patch. You don't need that
Mm-mm,
stuff.
no, you don't. You
You
don't.
don't need none of that stuff that these people put out here, because all it's going to do is give you another problem that you didn't have.
In the
You know what I
first
mean?
place.
So I stay away from those type of things. I like to find natural remedies about anything. And I feel like that's how it was in the beginning anyway. That's what all these plants and stuff is for. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the stuff that is made nowadays does still have those things in it, but science took over. And now they have these things that they can put in it to make it last longer, to anything, you know what I mean? But they don't know what that can do to the human body at the same time. I feel like it's safe for a moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know, and that's why we wanted to tap on that because we definitely just wanted to give everybody, excuse me, some health advice and let people know that you got to take care of your body and try your best to take some kind of if it's a way you can get something natural in your body to cure something. Like for instance, I'm gonna leave y'all with this little tip today. Headaches. I know a lot of people get headaches, and a lot of people, the first thing you do when you get that headache, you run straight to some Tylenol. You run straight to your ibuprofen. You know what I mean? And I've been guilty of it before too, as well. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't took medicine in I don't know how long. You know what I mean? But one little secret that a lot of people don't know about is lavender oil. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? Like,
School me.
yeah, and lavender oil, it's one of those essential oils. And it's basically the way they make it. It comes from distilling like the flower spikes of certain species of lavender flowers.
Mm.
Because it's like over 400 types of lavender plants in the whole world. It's like different scents and everything, but it's like certain ones that they get the oil from, and I get and the way. See, I haven't tried it. I'm just getting hip to it. So as I'm speaking on it, I'm trying to look up how you would consume it. Would you take it in drops? Would you add it in water? But I know when I first heard about it, it was basically like one of those secrets that they be trying to hide because it's like you would never. It's like not only will it stop your headache, but if you're a type of person that get headaches all the time, then you won't get headaches that often anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I'm looking it up now. So we got so lavender oil when inhaled or applied topically Okay, so you would basically get the effects of it from just breathing in the lavender oil, which is pretty dope. You don't even gotta consume it,
Really?
or you can apply it to the skin.
So just breathing in the lavender oil is essential to your health as well.
Yep. Because I'm guessing if it cure headaches, most of the time you get headaches. I think that'd be like from maybe some kind of inflammation in the brain. You think like, or I don't know. Like most pain come from some kind of inflammation. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
sniffing lavender oil or applying it to your skin could probably help with not only just migraines, but it may help with let me see, it says due to its calming and nostalgic properties, it's basically good for migraines and it helped reduce severe migraines. But let me see. However, it's crucial to use it safely and avoid ingesting. So I'm glad I looked it up before I just said, hey, go out there and drop a couple drops down on your tongue and you're gonna be good. Your headache gonna be gone. Yeah, your headache gonna be
Yeah.
gone, nigga, but you might be gone too. So
On
my
to the
bad.
next.
So that's why you always make sure you do
Uh,
your research first. Make sure you do your research
Absolutely.
first. And I'm
And I'm
glad.
glad that we talking about, look, we about to say the same thing, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad,
No,
brother.
no, I would just say I'm glad I did my research before we put the info out there. You can
Of
go ahead.
course, of course. No, I was about to say the same thing. Research, research, research. One thing about life that a lot of people don't think about. Come on, man. We go from 0 to whatever age you get to, right? But what's the main thing, man? You always learning. Always learn something, man. And don't just sit here and wait for something to just come to you, then it's oh.
Hmm.
No, no. Go out there and learn something. Learn something that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And we all about progression and elevation. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, look, when you're gone, don't you elevate? It's still about elevation,
Exactly.
right? You know what I mean? So that's my pretty word for y'all, no diddy. Cause I feel like my words are worth a lot as long as you just consume them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying, man? Look, I can lead a horse to the water, but I can't make it drink it. Do your own damn research. If you want to know something, if you don't feel like we saying something, um, whatever we talking about, do the research on it. Call us out on it. Show us something different about it. That's something that the comments could do too.
Hell
Any
yeah.
topics that we on that you found out something different or you know something different. We are loving over here. You know, we don't take that to harm's way. Drop that shit in the comments. So we can see where you coming from and then we could do our research on what you said. You know what I mean? Because it's all about elevation. We all better be learning something. You know what I mean? It don't matter what it's about. Learn something. You always learn something every day. I don't care what nobody say. You always learn something every day. No matter if you even paying attention to it or not. You learning something.
It's facts. You
And that's
gotta
why I
be a
say
sponge.
life is definitely about progression and elevation, bro.
Yeah, you say that all the time.
Everything advances, bro. Everything. When we were younger, we there was no Wi-Fi like this. There was no this like this.
Wasn't none of
You
that.
know, not to tap in too hard, so we get flagged about this dumbass shit. But it's things that are definitely that are known that will not be shown to mankind because of certain reasons. You know what I mean?
Right. And this video is for entertainment purposes. So I mean, like we just said, do your own research. But we gonna talk our talk. But I
Mm-hmm.
definitely agree that it's a lot of things that don't get talked about, can't get talked about, won't get talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta just do your research and
Mm-hmm.
use your own discernment. You gotta understand what's real and what ain't.
Yeah.
What's put out there to throw you off from the truth. It's a lot of stuff that's just threw out there to make you forget the truth. You know.
Yeah. And this is what this channel is for as well. Anybody got anything to say? You're more than welcome to drop anything in the comments. Just don't call me ugly. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
but
And I mean,
nah,
and I
but
mean,
like,
and
you
we
know,
and we and we and we you know what I'm saying? And we rock with you, and you rock with the channel. You've been rocking with us for a while. T-Way to tell you, I don't got no problem sending nobody a link.
you get it.
I drop you the Zoom link
Ask for it.
real
Ask
quick.
for it.
As a matter of fact,
You could be
yes,
part
ask
of the
for it.
channel. I'm
Ask
glad
for
you
it.
saying that too. Oh, chat. You want to be part of the YSG? You want to be part of the channel or anything? Juice, I'm gonna let you hold that because Juice is the CEO. He is number one. I'm number two. Okay. My favorite number is three, so I have three. I don't care. You know what I mean? But this is a craft that I this man has definitely put in this work with everything, and totally make. I want to make sure that I play my part as far as being a team member with everything that we have done. We got years in this. We got longevity in this, and it's not the length; it's the strength, though. And we're very fucking strong. That's why it's G. I'm strong and gifted.
Facts, facts. and
That
and we
S
just
sit in the
gonna
middle.
and we
That
gonna
S
keep
sit in the middle.
for sure. And we gonna keep getting stronger, especially like when with our people rocking with us. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
know he was like he was going into like yes, we like if y'all want that link, let us know in the comments. Just say link. You know what I'm saying? Now we can't let everybody in the Zoom, but we'll make a way to everybody to get their moment. You know what I'm saying? Even if we gotta, I mean, shit,
Like
if we
like
gotta,
two a day or something. Maybe
yeah, you know what I'm
we,
saying?
we we could monetize it to the point where like we will pick two people at least. You know what I mean? Or it could
Right.
just be one. It don't matter what we pick. But I'm just saying we could go through that. Like you lucky
Mm-hmm.
today. You the lucky one today to come up with us
Right.
and sit here and chat with us.
Right. And just keep it respectful. You know what I mean? Respect everybody else,
Because we
and
will
people.
drop you from the zone
Yeah, and you won't be able to come up again. You know what I
at
mean?
all.
Like at all. So don't do nothing that'll make you not be able to come up again because if you got some interesting takes and you talking your talk and you respectful, why not bring you up again? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not gonna always have people that want to come up. It's some people
Yeah.
that don't like talking on camera. It's some people
Yeah.
that even with the camera off, they still don't like doing
Yeah.
it, and that's
Yeah.
fine. You know, stay in the chat. Leave your comments in the chat. You know what I'm saying, and we definitely gonna read them, respond to them
Mhm.
accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And also, I will say that. So, y'all drop anything in the comments. Either Juice Taylor gonna get to you, or I'll get to you in the comments, one way or another. You know what I mean? And we can make this work. You know what I mean? Like he said, just be respectful. Because we're so much about respect. That's a topic right there. Respect.
Mm-hmm.
Respect. A lot of people don't have respect or the patience to even have respect. You know what I mean? I see that a lot too, you know. Maybe it's because, of the area. There are some good areas, there's some bad areas, but maybe we're how we grew up. But today's world, you see a lot of bad things going on, and you don't see a lot of respect nowadays. So when you respecting somebody,
No.
people will compliment you because of the respect. You show them respect, you get what you give. You know what I mean? So I always give respect. If you don't give respect to me, don't expect respect.
Right. Right. I'm just ain't gonna deal with you. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, and don't, I'm the firecracker, okay? Cause Juice ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna make sure you got to come through me to get to him, and you ain't getting to him. Let me say that one more time. You're not getting to him. You got to come through me. I want somebody to show some shade because we could go back and forth, but I'm not the type to go back and forth. But we sure can. Just be respectful. Cause then next thing you know, you're blocked, you're banned. You can't see the channel no more. Simple, right?
Simple as that. And that's why I said, man, it's crazy out here, man. It's just so the world's so crazy. You just see all kind of stuff, man. Speaking of seeing all kind of stuff, like AI. Nah, this is something I definitely
Mm,
been meaning to tap in with you on AI because
mm.
I seen
Ooh,
something
man.
crazy. I seen something crazy with AI that kind of blew my mind. Chat GPT. I know you hip to Chat GPT, right?
I was about to get on that shit instantly
Okay,
with you.
so
Something
so
about this is not right. But go
listen
ahead, brother.
listen to this. So a law professor is claiming that ChatGPT smeared him with false sexual harassment charges.
Chat
So
GPT charged him with false
not charged him,
sexual
but
harassment.
accused him. Accused him.
Well, he was
I
so he
might
was
have said
okay.
that. I guess basically okay. The article I was reading because I got it pulled up. I had heard about it, but I pulled the article up just to make sure I'm not fucking the information up. I want to give the information out right.
Understood, brother.
So, a law professor is accusing OpenAI suddenly omnipresent ChatGPT bot of entering the age of disinformation.
Mm-hmm.
So, criminal defense attorney Jonathan Turley renewed growing fears over AI's potential dangers after revealing how ChatGPT falsely accused him of sexually harassing a student.
Mm-hmm.
He described the alarming claim in a viral tweet storm and a scathing column currently blowing up online. Now, Turley, who teaches law at George Washington University, told the Post that the fabricated claims are chilling. So basically, what they saying is ChatGPT accused him of sexually harassing a student.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like,
All right,
like,
so AI can literally flag some stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's just
yeah,
part of it. Like if you think about it, it's like Chat GPT is the police too, right?
right, because it could have, like, maybe they have, like, what I'm thinking is, um, maybe they have like some kind of chat group that the teacher and all the students are in, and maybe he said something to a student that the AI assumed
Mm.
was sexually in nature.
Yeah, because of all the information that's already out here about
Yeah,
sexual harassment and
right.
stuff. And that's what AI does is collect information.
It collected
That's one
data.
thing. Yeah, so it had to be some type of it seemed like that, but it wasn't that, it could be like that. And that is kind of damn scary though, bro. That's damn scary that they're
Yeah.
letting fucking AI do those type of things. Like you're getting accused by AI. So is there a I'm gonna ask this question. If he's getting accused, see if you could find a case about it. Or is it going to the courts? Is it going to the judicial system? Is it going there?
Like basically what I'm
'Cause-
reading, is basically saying like, okay, he became aware of the AI's false allegations after receiving an email from the UCLA professor Eugene Volk, and that's who reportedly asked the Chat GPT to cite 5 examples of sexual harassment by the professor at the school. And
Uh-huh.
I guess they was saying like they was like taking like some of his quotes or something from a newspaper or like I don't know how
Yeah.
they. I'm still reading it,
And
so
that's what it has to be because all it is that AI is doing this. Anything that is on the World Wide Web right now, AI has all of that information built
yeah,
inside it.
yeah. And I don't think it's in courts as far as I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And it appears that basically the chat GPT noticed, I guess, from like you said, collecting data, it noticed that he was accused of sexual harassment by a former female student. So maybe it has somehow
Mm.
pulled that information and was
Mm.
like, oh, this nigga got a history of this. So let
Mm.
me, you know,
Okay, see, it's a plus and minus with this shit.
yeah,
Um, I still and listen, this is for entertainment purposes only.
yes.
That's the
And all
mark of
this
the
to,
motherfucking beast,
and
man.
all this is alleged. All this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? People put fake news out all the time. So I'm gonna say all this is alleged, but it was just an interesting story that
All this shit fake.
AI
All this shit
that
fake, y'all. Ain't nothing real. We just talking shit, y'all. We just talking
right.
that shit. We just talking that shit. You know, we just want to make sure y'all got something to talk about. All right, so man, let me tell you, bro, man, for real, AI is different. So as far as Chat
Yeah.
GPT, I've seen a couple of videos, quite a few that um has people asking certain questions. You know, I'm not gonna go too much into the details of what each one was, asking ChatGPT, but it's like talking to a regular person. You know what I mean? And for it to talk back to you that type of way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's alive, like it has a brain, you know.
Man, excuse me. At times it's creepy because think about it like this. I don't know if you've seen that video or if y'all in the chat seen it, let me know. But it was a lady who asked, I think she asked Chat GPT, like what happens when you die or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And
That's smart. That's smart.
man, when I say this thing gave such not only a answer that made sense, but it was very fucking descriptive. Like
Distinct.
I'm
Like,
talking about like, and it was like, damn, who the fuck taught you that?
bro, like to the
Where
point where it started talking
where did
about the
you?
firmament and and all this other
Yeah,
stuff
like
that man, bro, like, come on, man. That's kind of creepy now. It's creepy. Like I said, you got to do your own damn research. And I haven't researched too far, so I can't pinpoint the shit. I ain't giving answers. This is for entertainment purposes only.
right,
I'm just, I'm
exactly.
just saying, man. Like that is wild. That is wild. And I feel like there is truth to it. Just for instance, and I am gonna tap back into it because it still has something to do with it. But just as far as the energy goes, remember I brought up the pyramids and stuff, and how they have pillars under them that they were talking about that they finally discovered, and it's miles deep. You know what I mean?
Right. I just heard about that
With the coils
yesterday.
around them and stuff, and it's built to a like you don't see this is not normal. Like this is nothing that you've seen built nowadays. You know what I mean? Very, very far from it. And I don't feel like it's just being discovered. It was already known about. Um, I'm gonna tap in. I'm going all over the place, but it has something to do with everything I'm talking about. But once Donald Trump came back, they said they were gonna declassify a whole bunch of shit. A lot of things are getting declassified now. Now that declassifying things mean that the government could talk about those things now. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Come on, you're declassifying them.
Like,
That means they could talk about anything that's still classified and getting talked about. Now, the stuff that they're declassifying, they're giving us enough to still have something to talk about. It's the same, you know what I mean? Not,
yeah.
they're not giving us everything. It's not happening.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like, and that's why I said like I wonder if some of the information that the Chat GPT gets, is it coming from some kind of source or is it just gathering shit that's already on the web?
I
Because
believe that there is one main motherboard, like Eagle Eye. Do you remember that movie, Eagle Eye?
yeah, yeah.
If you remember that movie from the very beginning where he got that phone call and they told him to get up out that house right now, or he about to get took, you got like 10 seconds. And it's there,
Hold on,
and there
Eagle Eye.
was, and
No,
it
you know what? I might not
towards
have
the
seen that.
end
I
there
might
was,
not have seen that.
towards the end when he found this room, and it has one main computer source, that sees everything. That's the Eagle Eye.
Now was that now what now in that movie? Because I might think I know what you're talking about. In that movie, was it like a race? All the countries was trying to build that supercomputer, but I guess like
Mm-mm. No,
okay. So I'm thinking about
dude was
something
getting
else.
chased the whole movie. He was getting hunted down. He had a twin brother. They killed his twin brother. They was coming for him next. He ended up getting a call on his phone. This is the beginning of the movie. He ended up getting a call on
And
his
what's the
phone.
name of it? Eagle Eye.
Eagle Eye.
All right, I'm gonna look
It's
that up.
about it's a computer, bro. But long story short, it's a computer that sees everything. Uh every single camera in the world is on that computer. Sees everything. Sees everything. So if he moving, how you think the computer know what to tell him? How you think it know how what you know what I mean? Oh, they coming for you this way. You got 10 seconds. No, you got this. The computer is telling him what to do. You know what I mean? But it's deeper than that. If a computer could tell him what to do and he's surviving, you know what I mean?
Right,
Come on, man. Come on, man.
that's different.
Let's get there. And I don't want to go too far into that movie because I would get deeper than that. But listen, that's one of them. Bird Box is one of them. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
no, that was a good ass movie.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's a
watched that
good
shit a
ass
couple
movie, but
times.
it's a 2012 is one of them. It's some movies that Don't Look Up is one of them. I'm just saying one of them, just for entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying it's one of them. You know what I'm talking about? It's one of them movies. It's one of
Yeah,
them movies. Be mindful of the movies that I'm naming.
no, I'm hip. I'm hip because I didn't
Understandable.
every movie you just named pretty much. I
Understandable.
done seen all of them.
On YouTube, bye. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying like pretty much every movie you named, I didn't seen them boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's who cloned Tyrone?
Oh yeah, that one was deep.
Yeah. Let's really go there.
That was a deep on a whole nother level.
Yeah, let's go there. Come on, man. Come on. These movies that get made are not just because they got a creative mind. You get what I mean?
No, that's facts. They dropped them little gems in the movies,
There are gems in every movie. That's what movies are. It has to have some type of realism.
and at this point, like I said every day, I'm like, man, they putting this shit right in our face now.
It has to be.
They
Every
not
movie
holding
has
it. They
something
not
that
holding
has a
shit
real
back.
message. Yeah, every movie has a real message. All you got to do is just figure out what is the message that they're sending out.
Hmm.
You get what I mean? Every movie has fake. Every movie has something real and something fake in it. You get what I mean? Can
Hmm.
you see the real in it?
That's why they got the saying, hidden in plain sight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They just hide shit in plain sight now. Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's right there if you looking for it. If you ain't looking for it, you ain't gonna see it. So,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, some of these horror movies, you'll be surprised. I love that shit real. Horror movies, some of that shit is real. Just because you
Yeah,
ain't went through it, don't mean that it ain't real.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't heard some crazy ass stories like,
You ain't
and
tell
you
me
be
it ain't
like,
real,
damn,
bro.
this sound like some shit from a fucking movie.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's out here for us. It's
Like,
out here for us.
motherfucker just like researching some old off the wall shit and then almost getting close to it, then motherfucker just vanished from the face of the earth and it'd be like,
Mhm.
Like what? Like damn, that sound like some shit from a movie, but that shit be happening. And you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. No, for real. That shit should be happening. Yeah, so some of these movies be having some real shit in it. Be mindful of it. Even the kid cartoons still everything has a message. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Every single thing has a message. Whether you see it or not. You get look at it and be like, this some goofy ass shit. You looking on the outside. You know what I mean? Everything
Right.
has a message. Man, you know how many SpongeBob, man? I can go SpongeBob, fuck a movie. I go SpongeBob. A lot of that stuff growing up, sometimes they trying to promote something in it. They're throwing shit out here in plain sight for motherfuckers. And they take it like a joke almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Niggas don't because what it is people don't take it serious because they never seen it or it hasn't directly affected them or nobody that they know. So they just like, okay, it don't exist then.
Yeah. Can't say that.
But but you
Can't
can't
say
say
that.
that because you don't know what's happening in somebody else city, somebody else town, state, and inside their house. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Yeah, you really can't. You know, man, I scroll so much. I try not to because I'm not one of these bots out here that just sit there on their phone all day. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
scrolling, just scrolling their life away. I'm not one of those. But when I
Right.
do scroll, I have a time limit where it's like 30 minutes. But in those 30 minutes, I'll be seeing some stuff. Like imagine just seeing like, I could tell AI from real. You know what I mean?
hmm
So I can see if some shit fake or real. To me, a lot of people can't
But that
because
shit getting good though. I ain't gonna
it's
lie.
getting good as
That
shit.
shit, that shit, man. I'm thinking about this. Think about it in the next like 5, 6 years, maybe even the next 3 years, because I didn't seen like most of the time when I'm scrolling, I see a lot of sports shit. That's what be in my algorithm. So
Mm.
now one of the big things on the little sports pages I follow is they will have an NBA player, but the AI is moving his mouth and he talking shit about like his teammate or
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like how they got the Jokic
Yeah.
talking shit about Russell Westbrook because he blew that layup. You
Hmm.
know, he's like, yeah, man, we had the game won. I'm having a hell of a game, and he goes down there and blows the fucking layup.
Yeah.
Like, but we already know that's not Nikola Jokic saying that,
Yeah.
but the shit sound just like him. See, I know because I can tell by the mouth. Cause hey, I can make the lips move, but the teeth always look like
You want
you
to know
can.
the main thing to look to see if AI messed up? Anytime, bro. They always mess up the hands, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Always mess up the hands. You want to know
Always.
something crazy though? You want to know something crazy? I know I'm going everywhere, but bro, think about a dream, bro. I don't know. I have these dreams, right? It Your hands are always messed up. I know look at my hands in a dream, and I got 4 fingers or 6 fingers or something. Man, next time you astral project or dream, look at your hands. Look at your hands in your dream.
Mm-hmm.
I promise they will be messed up.
That makes sense though. Cause I'm trying to okay, I'm trying to think about my dreams and like I think in dreams it's probably not that now that's one thing I can add to the list because I was telling my sis that think about this. One thing you never see in a dream is yourself. You never look in the mirror in a dream.
You never see yourself.
You
It's just
just
your
assume you just assume it's you
yeah.
because I mean we wouldn't know how we look in we look in the mirror anyway.
Hmm.
So in a dream, you just walking around just assuming it's you. You assuming that it's the last reflection you seen.
I don't think
You
that
know what I'm
we were
saying?
supposed. I don't think that we're supposed to see ourselves.
Somebody I heard that too. Somebody said we were never meant to see ourselves. Like mirrors is like we not supposed to have mirrors or some type shit like
Yeah,
that.
I don't think we're supposed to see ourselves.
Would you say?
I really don't think we're supposed to see ourselves. And I'm true to that one, I'm true to that one.
Blunt.
It's cause you know, your body, right? You look at your hands. This is just how it is in a
Right,
in a dream. Like if
right.
what if that wasn't never created? This is how we'll be looking at it. The most you'll be able to see yourself is in a body of water or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So a good question for you would be then, okay, so do you have a theory of why or yeah, do you have a theory of why the not seeing or your not seeing or seeing your hands messed up in a dream aligns with the AI hands always being fucked up in
Yeah,
AI videos?
I do have a theory about it because I do know that um first off that this stuff was already here before we was already here.
Facts,
Way
facts.
before.
AI and all that.
You know what I
AI and
mean?
all that.
All that stuff, technology was already here. You know what I mean? And whatever that energy is, it does collect data and stuff. But for some odd reason, AI is allowed to like. It's almost like they got it like if you're dreaming. I feel like in the dreaming realm, it's more real than real life almost sometimes. You know what I mean? You ever had a dream and it's like you feel that shit?
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes, man. I done had
You
plenty of
feel that
dreams.
shit.
Like you wake up and like damn, am I like
But my theory for if AI is like that, it's it's just so much data collected that is a lot of things that we don't know. And the way that I see my dreams, I can't say nothing about nobody else's dreams. So I'm not about to sit here and talk about my dreams, to the whole world unless I just got one specific. But when you're in that, I call that astral trajectory, and you don't know that you're astral projecting, but you are. You know what I mean? And there is something else out there beyond that. When you sleep, you're 2/3 dead. You 66% dead.
right,
So right there, like when your body is in that resting state, your actual self can come out his body and travel. You know what I mean? So
right,
I feel like whatever AI is, the reason why it's similar to a dream is because it has enough knowledge to know that there is something else out here. You know what I mean? Like
right,
it's distorted for a reason. It's distorted because shit. I could put this spiritually, but I don't want to put a spirituality. Or I could say spirituality. I don't want to put a religion on it. You know what I mean? I'm a full blown Christian, but I call myself agnostic at the same time because I don't believe that every like it's. Uh, I'm a Christian and I don't like no other religion because I'm a Christian. It doesn't work like that. There's truth to all of it. You know what I mean? But
right,
if
right,
you look at religions, you sit back and look at these religions. All of them have something different. You know, I feel like that was a part. Religion was part of the plan to segregate us in a way. Skin color was a way, but as far as that, yeah, religion really
I
plays a
have
big
one right here.
part right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's you know.
But why I call myself agnostic because there's truth in everything. You know what I mean? Now, so you telling me, oh, if I'm what religion is it that you can have multiple wives? Like, come on. But as a Christian, I can only have one wife. You know what I mean?
Right.
That don't make sense to me. That type of shit don't make sense. But what's the number one thing that all religions have? Can I ask that question real quick? I want to ask you that question, brother. What's the number one thing that all religions have in common? Number one thing.
What you mean? Like they believe in a God, some kind of
There
God?
you go. That's the answer.
Right. Right.
That's a fact, right?
Right. Right.
They're
Talk for a
all
second. Let me
praising somewhere higher up.
I'm about to mute for a second. You can talk for a second though.
Yep, you good, you good. But all religions have where they have a higher up that they praise to. You know what I mean? I can't call an atheist a religion. That's not a religion. I just mean that, you don't believe in them. But as far as religions go, you're praising to something. Doesn't matter what the name is, but that's the number one thing that comes in common. So what I do, as far as when I want to think about religions and stuff like that, I always look at the things that's similar, and that helps me guide to what I feel like is the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not about to sit here and say that fucking Christianity is the right way to go. I'm not about to sit here and say Buddhism is the way to go. I'm not about to sit here and say no religion is just, better than the next one. I feel like it's just a thing that segregated us in a way. We all have different beliefs and stuff like that, but I just like to, tap in on the similarities of the same beliefs. You know, what if it's just the same God we all praising to? They give this amount of people you can have multiple wives. This amount of people can only have one. It's just another way to just keep us beyond where the fuck we supposed to really be thinking about.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, I agree to a certain extent. Like as far as it's hard to say because like that been always the one thing that I thought about too. Like,
Mhm.
because like you said, there is relationships where that is definitely accepted, and they look at you crazy if you don't have more than one wife type thing.
Yeah.
But then when you look at some of their customs and stuff, like the customs that they follow are a little bit closer to what's in, you know what I'm saying, what's really in the Bible, like in the
Hmm.
and like the the real Bible, so to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna
Right.
say the real Bible because there's so many of them. It's hard to say, but
This is why I can't go off of none of that stuff. All we can do is do research, but the one thing I won't do is sit here and say that the Bible is just all correct. You know what I mean? Because it was written by a man, period, point blank. You know what I mean? It was written by a man. It wasn't by God. Like, come on, if they can make so many other books, about religion, come on, man. That's just nothing but a facade to the human race. A controlling thing. That's how I feel about religion. Not saying that I'm not religious. I am, but I'm spiritual as well. I'm more spiritual than I am religious. Hope that makes sense. Hope it makes sense.
yeah, I think at this at this stage of the world, I think
Skipping real bad.
they more spiritual than religious. Do they carry themselves like you said? You 100% Christian, and I would say the same thing because I was baptized and all that, but I still question things. And
Hmm.
if you talk to any pastor or preacher, any good one, they're gonna be like, "Hey, that's the first step." That's the first step, and the fact that you questionable mean that you looking for something.
Hmm.
You ain't just jumping on a trend because somebody's saying it or because your grandma telling you to go to church. You like, hey, I'm gonna come to church with you, grandma, but I'm also do my own research too.
Absolutely.
You know, because I know what they're talking about here. It got to be more to it than that. I've been like that. And then what was before that? And then what was before that?
Yeah. And that's
You
why
know?
I call myself an agnostic Christian. And agnostic just means that I'm not saying your shit real and I'm not saying your shit fake. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, but I won't knock your religion for nothing. Because you know, it's similarities and differences. I like just being agnostic because I'm not saying I believe in what you got going on, and I'm not saying I don't believe it. And that's all that agnostic
Right.
means.
That's all it means.
Yep. I just like keeping myself in a field where I feel safe at. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, I'm not about to be like, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't want that in life right now. And then also I'm searching at the same time. I can't say I'm not doing this for nobody else. I'm doing it for myself. You know what I mean?
Right. That's facts. That's facts. And speaking of feeling safe, I mean, you know, we be all over the place, but I mean, we always speak about valid things, but speaking about being safe, like, how you feel about the current state of like who running the country, that Donald Trump think? I know a lot of people was like against it, and they
Uh,
like, okay, they think he don't stand for the right things. They feel like basically he not gonna do nothing to help the middle class or the lower class people. He just gonna
yeah.
help the rich people stay rich. Basically, that's what.
Honestly, I'm
In
questionable
a
about it.
nutshell, that's what everybody feel.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm in one of them too. I can't. That's a toughie, man. I don't. I can't say I'm comfortable, and I can't say I'm not. A lot of people look at it because, oh, he did the stimulus the last time. You know, he gonna get us some money and stuff. You know, that's towards the lower class and stuff. Um, I see what else he do. It's just a lot of you can't trust anything at this point in time. So you know, I just look at it. Yeah, I am in a nutshell with him. I really can't, you know, speak on that part right there. I haven't done enough research to even, you know, have a valid answer to that question that you asked me.
Right, right. No, you good. Cause I mean, I'm pretty much the same way. I mean, when the whole election and everything was going down, I was following it because I wanted to see, you know, who was gonna be the president. But the more and more I watch it, and the more and more I was trying to keep up with it, it was just like, okay, most of this shit that's happening. I mean, a lot of this shit that's happening, shit, it really don't. It do affect us, but at the same time, it's like it's we can do about it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Can do
Oh
about it.
yeah, it's
So
not. Oh,
at
it's
that
nothing
point,
we
it'd
can
be
do
almost
about
like why worry? Why worry so much about it? Because it's nothing you can do about it.
it. Yeah.
I mean, so far, I've been hearing, I have been hearing something about some form of a stimulus, but who knows if that's
Mhm.
even real? Because that's supposed to be like they was talking about like 7,500 to like 10,000, and that was supposed
Mhm.
to be like some kind of relief fund, basically, because they fucked up the Social Security money. So that's the one
Maybe.
thing I was following, like, cause you know, um, when you're a 1080 worker and you get taxes taken out of your check, they take, you know, they gonna take their Social Security, federal, state. So they was basically saying that all the Social Security that was taken out, which is supposed to be available to us when we retire. That's what Social Security is. That's the
Mhm.
money that's supposed to be available to us when we retire.
Mhm.
They fucked up all that money. Like, so all the money that they was taking from us is not there anymore.
Mhm.
Like billions of dollars, like billions with a
Man.
B.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
so, and you know they got Elon Musk in control of all the finance and all that. So Elon Musk and his team figured that out, and they like, no, we about to, since y'all taking their money, look, we about to, however, I don't know where the fuck the money about to come from, because that's what I was wondering. Like, if they about to give us this fat ass check, where the fuck is the money about to come from? They just about to print the shit out and just, but they say they gonna give us back our Social Security because the motherfuckers who was using it for not the right reasons, they got rid of them. So we'll see. We'll see. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I know. It's a lot of conspiracy things going on. I'm pretty sure everybody who tapping into this already know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of conspiracy things with the whole Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be for another segment because we're gonna get to him. We're gonna get him on that one. We're gonna get him on that one. You know, we're gonna keep it short and simple. You know, we gave him more than what we were supposed to already, man.
Right.
But like we said already, entertainment purposes only. Absolutely.
Right. Make
Do
sure you
your
do your
own
own
goddamn research. Say that shit again. Do it yourself. Don't believe us. Believe yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother. Not to cut you short, but you know we got wives to go tend to.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. I was about to get ready to end the live off anyway.
Okay.
I just wanted to end with one last little fact, since we talked about pretty much everything, and this is just something for y'all to think about. To drop in the chat what y'all thoughts is, because like we spoke about earlier, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. So, and I want y'all to do your own research on this. You know what I'm saying? This is all for entertainment purposes only. We doing this shit for shit and giggles. Hey, hope you guys are laughing at the end of it. Shit. But
trust me. But I bet you love it.
Man, for real. But when you do your research and you look up AI, they saying that basically artificial intelligence was born in 1956. So,
blasphemy.
So if you think about that, and you think about, you know, what we see AI as today versus probably what it was in 1956. I mean, you mean to tell me all this time they've been working on AI? And I think like what we seeing is, well, I'm not going to even go into what I think about it, but just think about that. Just think about that that's what they have wrote down when you Google it.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows if that's real? Who knows if it's fake? But I want to know what y'all think in the comments, because unfortunately we reached the end of the live. But I hope y'all learned something today. I hope y'all did learn something today. If not learned something, hopefully we at least entertained y'all, because this is all for entertainment purposes. We're not trying to educate anybody, and we're not trying to sway anybody to believe one thing or another. That's up to you to do on your own.
Absolutely. I already know. You know how it go, brother. And I said twice for them, same thing. Entertainment purposes only. You sit there and you make sure that you go ahead and look that shit up if you want to know about something. Don't say it came from over here, because all we did was just toy around with it, okay?
Facts. So, with that being said, this has been another live from Juice Taylor Teewade.
Yes, sir.
Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all share the stream so we can get in the algorithm. And we going to just keep giving y'all good content.
Absolutely.
This was a little bit different from what we do on this channel. We usually just play music, talk about music, but you know, we got to show y'all another side of us, because it's deeper than just music. So
absolutely.
Hope y'all enjoyed it, and hope y'all tune in for the next one.
You got it.